Hello, welcome to Pike Creek Farm. My name is Renee, and if this is your first time here, thank you so much for joining me. I like to do videos on canning and baking and vintage recipes. And today we're here for baking because zucchini season has hit Michigan. So I had an abundance of zucchini, and I love zucchini, but I also like to make some as bread, and I will freeze some that's shredded. But I got some super cubes. These are the 1 cup ones. Flour on the bottom. And on their website, they have a recipe for zucchini bread, and it sounded really good. And they made some really good points. Like for their recipe, it has brown sugar for the depth of flavor. Some recipes have you drain the zucchini. This recipe does not, and it adds to the moisture. It has mini chocolate chips because they disperse better. So that's what we're gonna make. I made it actually last night. It was loud in here because of air conditioners and everything going on. So I'm gonna do a voiceover, but I will show you this recipe. And I made it in the 1 cup super cubes. You could use any mini loaf pans, or you could do it in bigger pan and extend the baking time. The recipe would work no matter what. So let's watch how you make it. The first step is to shred the zucchini, and I find an upright or box grater is the easiest way. You don't want the seeds to be in your bread, so I go around the outside and keep going until I get to that center core. We need 2 2/3 cup of a zucchini, including the juice. Do not drain or squeeze out the juice. That is part of this recipe and what makes it so good. Now in a large bowl, we're going to mix our dry ingredients. We need 2 2/3 cup of all-purpose flour. We need 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. We need 1 teaspoon of baking soda. 3/4 of a teaspoon of sea salt, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. And when you get all those ingredients into the bowl, just take a whisk and blend it all together so everything is even in that bowl. In a separate bowl, we're going to mix our wet ingredients. And we start off with 3/4 of a cup of oil. And this recipe does use oil and not butter because it changes the mouthfeel of it. And it makes it just a better texture, especially with freezing. Then we're going to add 3 large eggs that are at room temperature. I'm using my eggs from my own chickens. This recipe uses both brown sugar and white sugar, so 3/4 of a cup of each. And the brown sugar gives such a nice depth of flavor as opposed to using all white sugar. After the sugar, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And so I don't measure by this measuring spoon, I just measure with my heart for that. And then we're going to take a whisk and blend all those ingredients together until they're well combined. The egg yolks are broken up and everything is cohesive. Now we're going to add all the zucchini into the wet mixture. So we want all of it, including any liquid, and we will use the whisk and blend that all together too. It looks kind of funny, but the end product is really good if you've never made zucchini bread. Now we will mix the wet ingredients with the dry, and I got out my Danish whisk because it will be pretty heavy, so my little whisk here won't work as well. But I'm going to scoop everything out of the bowl and then use my Danish whisk to get everything combined. You don't want to overmix this kind of bread, but you do want it combined and not to have clumps of powder. So It takes a while to work it all together. Once it is all mixed and everything is scraped down from the sides, we will add in the chocolate chips. It calls for 1 cup of chocolate chips, but I kind of just measured with my heart and just dumped in like half of the bag. I didn't use a measuring cup. Now we want to take a spatula and fold them all into the batter so that they're evenly dispersed throughout, because you want every little loaf to have an even amount of the chips. So now I sprayed my silicone super cubes. These are the 1 cup ones. So if you have like your own little mini loaf pans, 1 cup ones would work great for this. I'm going to fill my mini loaf pans now, which is actually for 1 cup containers from Super Cubes. So if you have mini loaf pans that are 1 cup, they would work perfectly. Or you could make this in bigger loaf pans also and just adjust your cooking time, your baking time. You want to fill the pans about halfway full. Here I am on the second. This will make 8 mini loaves, which I really like that it is 8, and then I can put them in the freezer and bring them out when I want. It's just very, very convenient. Now I'm evening out so that all the loaves will be about the same size and will bake according to the same time. And these bake at 350 in the oven for 40 minutes. And one thing I do like about these Super Cube pans is that the outside edge of them is very firm and steady. They're not flimsy pans at all. So now I'm just cleaning them off before I put them in the oven. And here is the finished product. They are just so beautiful. I'm so happy with them. So when these came out last night, I just put them aside to cool, and I did put the lids on this morning. One of these I'm going to label, and I'm going to put it in the freezer, and you can pull them out. But let me show you how easy these pop out. And they are so good. This recipe is wonderful. It's a nice small size. I gave them to my son's family last time I made them. I took them to a church potluck. My husband, would eat them. I could take out 1 or 2. So let me show you what they look like. Here's the inside. It makes nice little snack sizes. Not dry. Really good with cream cheese. And after you freeze them, I think they even taste better. And I bought the Super Cubes for myself. It was my Mother's Day present to myself. I got 2 cup, 1 cup. I got the lids, I got the tape, and they're really firm around the top. So when I went to put them in the oven, they're not flimsy. I have put the 2 cup ones, I put individual stuffed peppers in, froze them, taken them out. You can put them in freezer bags or vacuum seal them. I really am enjoying these Super Cubes, and I think it makes really efficient use of my freezer and when I cook extra, because it's hard, when you make soup or stews or different things, to narrow it down. And on their website, they even have recipes to make meals ahead to meal prep. But like I said, they did not sponsor me. They don't have an affiliate program. And I know that you can get them or similar ones at Costco and online. I know Amazon has them. And I just wanted to share because I'm really liking them. Portion controlled, really tasty. Perfect with a cup of coffee in the morning. My granddaughter asked for some for breakfast. My daughter-in-law said so. And funny thing, my son said, she asked what it was, and he said it was zucchini bread. And she's like, well, what's a zucchini? Stephanie had to try to explain. And she's not a real big veggie fan right now. So she still ate it though. So we're good. Found a way of getting some veggies in her. So I just wanted to share this recipe because last time I made it, we enjoyed it so much. I'll have the link down below. I'll try and find a link for the super cubes in case you're interested. They seem to run specials, and that's what I got, was a Mother's Day package that I really liked. So thank you for watching. We'll see you next time at Pike Creek Farm.